Could we all please stand for the pledge? Pledge allegiance. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's town board meeting. It is October 28, 2025. Before we get into our agenda, it is only fitting today that today is First Responders Day, and it also gives the town an opportunity to express our gratitude to the professionalism, the selflessness, and the quiet acts of service that so often go unnoticed by our volunteer firemen and our emergency service personnel. Your steadfast commitment to protecting our residents and families is a source of pride for our entire town. So we thank you all. At this time, I'd like to ask Tom Ciliano, a former New York City fireman. He would like to, on behalf of the town board, offer proclamations to the departments in our town that helped out on that very difficult night of October, actually day and night, October 10th, where we had 2 fires in that one day. Tom, you got it.
Thank you. Is this on? Testing? Testing? Testing?
Technology.
Tom, can you test it?
Test.
Check 1, 1, 2.
What'd you do, Mark?
1, 2, you didn't do it. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, check. Better? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, members of the town board. Thank you for being here. It's First Responder Day, how fitting. I just want to say, on October 10th, your bravery and courage was exemplary. I was a firefighter in Chinatown as a lieutenant, went to a lot of dangerous fires. We were highly trained. We did that for a living. And to be volunteers and do what you did that particular day was just so admirable. And it's so incredible. So we wanted to come up here today to say thank you, to say we appreciate you, we respect you. Your volunteerism is amazing. And that's what makes this town great. Your love for others, your love for our residents, to risk your life as a volunteer, it's amazing. I did it for a living. I worked the top in the Bronx, right? We were trained to do it. We knew exactly what to do, and it has to work like clockwork. Every person has to do their job successfully. So we're going to have 3 different proclamations. We don't want to leave anyone out. We realize a lot of units responded, including EMS from Pleasant Bay is here. We thank them for their service. The one that's here, Valhalla is here. I don't know if someone's from Hawthorne. So we are recognizing the first responding units and secondary units, but there's other units that responded. So we're not ignoring them. We love them too. But is there someone from Thornwood here, representative from Thornwood? Step up, please, for your proclamation.
I'd rather hear. Tom, can we bring the whole?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, everyone come up, please, from Thornwood.
Margaret, where's your hat? I want to see what the hat.
So by the way, so the residents know, on October 10th, we had 2 fires within 6 hours, 2 private dwelling fires that were extremely dangerous. And like we said, the men and women of the departments did a phenomenal job. And we cannot thank you enough. Like I said, we love you and respect you, and I'm honored to be your friend. Proclamation, basically, I'm going to read parts of it. Throughout the history of the town of Mount Pleasant, it's been blessed with many outstanding citizens who have unselfishly contributed to serving their community and to improving the quality of life of its residents. On October 10, 2025, the Thornwood Fire Department and its members demonstrated extraordinary bravery, professionalism, commitment to the safety and the community by responding to 2 major residential fires in the span of 6 hours. It's 25 different units, and one of our workers, ex-chief Ryan Rogers, was hurt. The building was completely destroyed. They stretched an 1.75-inch line to extinguish the fire. The roof collapsed. Several firefighters were burnt. Like I said, one of the firefighters broke their arm. What you did was incredible. And we're so thankful and so grateful. And all the other units that responded, like I said, we love you too and respect you. And this is our way to say thank you. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Valhalla.
Picture of them? No, of just them.
I'll take a picture.
Of just the department. Yes. Yeah. She's gonna take a picture of just the members with their proclamation. Take that.
The photographer in training here is me, okay?
Okay.
I'm a pretty good nurse and an okay counselor, but boy, when photography, not my thing. Where's Pete when you need him? Pete is home laid up after hip replacement. That's the truth. Callie's in the closet there. Okay.
Again, thank you. Thank you very much for your service, your bravery. We appreciate it greatly. Thanks a million. Can you hear me in the back clearly? So believe it or not, 6 hours later, there was another fire in a private dwelling in our town in Valhalla. So what's the probability of that happening? It's almost impossible. Within 6 hours, there's another serious fire in one of our residents. And Valhalla was first due. Could the members of Valhalla please step forward for their proclamation?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Tom, in the end, would you read the
Other units?
minutes?
Yeah, sure. Hey, guys, how are you? First of all, thank you very much for your service. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. Again, everyone's included. We don't want to leave anybody out, but your bravery is admired. Throughout the history of the town of Mount Pleasant has been blessed to know many brave citizens who have contributed unselfishly to serving their community and the quality of life of its residents. On October 20th, 2025, members of the Hawthorne Fire Department, got the wrong one. Doing good. You got a Polish guy here.
What are yours?
Sorry about that. Members of the Valhalla Fire Department, demonstrated exceptional bravery, professionalism, commitment to public safety by responding, but not one, but 2 major structural fires in the same day. Earlier that day, the Valhalla Fire Department deployed the first firefighter assist and search team and an engine to assist the Thornwood Fire Department with a structural fire where Valhalla firefighters assisted with both fire suppression and overhaul operations. Later that evening, the Valhalla Fire Department was dispatched to a reported chimney fire on Clovebrook Road, working alongside the Hawthorne Fire Department. They worked together. And upon arrival, the first units were met with fire throughout the roof, prompting the incident commander to transmit a first alarm, bringing in additional mutual aid from Thornwood Fire Department, Fairview Fire Department, Valhalla VAC, and Mount Pleasant Medic. Crews initiated an aggressive interior attack, working tirelessly under dangerous conditions to contain and extinguish the fire, even as the blaze had gained significant headway. And again, we cannot thank you enough for your bravery, for your commitment to this town, to doing what's right, for putting your life on the line, for just being you. And it's fitting that it's First Responders Day. We just want to let you know that we appreciate you, we respect you, and keep up the good work, and congratulations. My pleasure. Congratulations.
Photographer?
Hello, photographer. I'll send you all a bill. It's not in the budget though, so I won't get paid.
Fingers on the one.
My fingers on one. Tommy McCarthy. He always has to come back.
Good looking out.
Thank you, Val.
Thank you.
guys.
All right. Give a round of applause.
Tom, do you want to, a couple of gentlemen walked in, do you want to make sure none of them were Hawthorne?
Pardon me?
One more gentleman walked in, do you want to make sure they're not Hawthorne?
Different Hawthorne?
I don't know. No, he's,
Okay, I did ask
If
for that.
anybody's here from-
yeah.
Is anyone here from Hawthorne, representing Hawthorne Fire Department? Is Hawthorne here in the building? Okay, the other units that responded to the Valhalla Fire, the Hawthorne Fire Department, EMS, Thornwood Fire Department, Pleasantville Fire Department, EMS, Briarcliff Manor Fire Department, Fairview Fire Department, West Harrison Fire Department, Purchase Fire Department, Scarsdale EMS, Battalion 11, Westchester DES 60, Control Field Com 2, Armark Fire Department, Irvington, Bedford Hills. Isn't it amazing how we all help each other with the mutual aid? It's incredible. And by the way, with our citizens here with the fire in Thornwood, the help of the Rodriguez family, they lost everything. Everyone stepped up. The whole community stepped up. It's so incredible. It's a blessing to live here. It's a blessing that all of you are so good-hearted to step up to help people. It's an incredible town. When my wife and I moved here 34 years ago, we didn't expect this. It's amazing. So in times of trouble and times of need, you're always there. We want to say thank you, and that like I said, today is your day, First Responders Day. Give yourself a round of applause, please.
The other members in the back that are from the other departments.
And special thank you to the Pleasantville ambulance crew that's here. We appreciate your hard work. You've been with us from day one to make sure that you respond to emergencies. Again, I did that for a living. I have to have a great group of guys that helped me, that made me look good, but we know what you do, and we respect what you do, and we're extremely thankful for your service. And keep up the excellent work. Thank you. Is the Pleasantville Fire Department here?
Please come forward.
Yeah, come on up. Gentlemen, how are you? So we want to say thank you. Again, we don't want to miss anybody. This is it's a team effort. When you're in the fire department or EMS and you're helping others, we all work as a team to help others. And like I said before, that makes the town special. You stepped up big time for us. We want to say thank you. We'll recognize you and say we're very blessed to have you as friends. And we appreciate your hard work. We appreciate you responding to these fires and doing an exceptional job and trying to do what's right for someone in a very, very dangerous situation, putting your life on the line for others. And it's even more special as a volunteer. So all of us help each other. There was a lot of units that responded. We don't want to leave anybody out. Like I said, we love all of you and we respect you. And we just want to say thank you. get them a proclamation too?
Me-
Okay.
This is just from me to Pleasantville Fire Department. You all know that that was my hometown. But this is very special because I see a man who I know is still driving the truck after how many years? 50? 58 years. So this is for you, John Perino. Thank you for everything you've done. Big smile now, guys. I'm not a pro. But we'll get these to you, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I, again, thank you for being here. And again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you on behalf of Call for Gen Z and the town and all our 45,000 residents for your service. And it's fitting that it's First Responders Day. And we're just really, really thankful and appreciative of what you do for us, and what you do for our residents. And again, thank you very much.
The rest of the meeting may not be that exciting, but you're welcome to join us.
Thank you.
Do we have to read anything for the bid? Just authorization. Okay, we're going to move on to the agenda. The first item is authorization, authorization to solicit bids for our garbage and refuse collection. The existing contract ends at the end of this year, so we'll be soliciting bids for our new contract. The, let's see, a schedule on that. The bids will be, they'll be available in your office
The November 3rd.
November 3rd. They'll be published, and the bids will be available in your office to hand out. Friday, November 21st will be the bid opening. That's under 3 weeks. Friday, December 5th, alternate bid openings, 4 weeks. And review proposals, Tuesday, December 9th, award the bid. And December 23rd, alternate award bid. So Resolution 39625 will authorize us to go out to solicit bids for garbage, rubbish, trash, and recyclable collection in town of Mount Pleasant and Valhalla Refuse and Sanitation Districts.
I'll move for approval.
Motion by Mark,
Second?
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to public hearings. This is a continuation of a public hearing to consider a local law amending the zoning code definitions under Town Code 218-3, enacting Section 218-20.7, affirmatively prohibiting rumors and borders in the town, as well as removing a reference to rumors and borders in Town Code, Chapter 218, Attachment 1. At this time, the public hearing is open. You're welcome to voice your thoughts on this local law. What's that?
Hey, good evening.
You signed it?
Yeah, I'll just sign on the way back, if that's all right. Russell Jonas, Valhalla. I'm here to speak in opposition to the proposed zoning change about rumors and borders. So my understanding of this proposal that it doesn't regulate, it prohibits, and it uses vague language to ban rentals without defining the scope or considering the consequences. The term roomers or boarders, that could include traveling nurses. We have a lot of those here at Westchester Medical Center, seasonal workers, family members staying temporarily. These are neighbors. They're not nuisances. This law also redefines family in a way that courts have repeatedly struck down. It presumes that 4 or more people, unrelated, can't form a household. It sets arbitrary criteria about what counts as permanent and stable. This is potentially discriminatory and legally risky. It could exclude low-income renters, non-traditional families, people with disabilities, all protected under the Fair Housing Act. So I'm not alone in these concerns. The Westchester County Planning Board, as I understand, reviewed the proposal and issued a rebuke saying we now grow indignant that the town is considering to prohibit the accommodation of roomers and boarders. And they warned that this law would increase the unaffordability of housing in Mount Pleasant, and that it risks harassing types of living arrangements that do not pose a safety issue. They also note that the town failed to submit a 2023 zoning change for county review, as I understand, as required by law, which could put the town at risk of Article 78 proceedings. I'll pretend like I know exactly what that legal stuff means. The justification offered about preserving a neighborhood character is something I can certainly appreciate, and preventing blight, but it doesn't seem to be backed by data. There's little evidence that's been presented that room rentals have caused noise or trash or traffic or safety issues. Meanwhile, we've been talking about large-scale developments like the retirement complex, the wall around the lake, the proposed multifamily zoning. So if we're serious about preserving character, that's something that we should probably choose consistently rather than selectively. So another problem I think with the law is that it punishes residents retroactively. There's no grandfathering clause. There's no grace period. There's no path to compliance. That's problematic. So I would say that instead of the prohibition, I would propose pursuing some kind of regulation. We could require registration, enforce noise and trash rules, limit occupancy, collect taxes. These are tools that work, and they preserve the neighborhood integrity without overreach. So let's regulate smartly and allow people to manage their properties that they are able to. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We appreciate your comments, and obviously we'll take that all into consideration. You are aware that we have a accessory apartment law in town which allows homeowners to add an accessory apartment as long as they meet proper requirements. Are you aware?
No, I'd like to know more about that.
Yeah, years ago it was established to, mainly it was thought about for assisting like elderly people to be able to create other income by creating an apartment in their home. So that's been on the books, I think, since the 70s. But you're welcome. It's on the, you can find that on the town building code, but if you want, at any time, I can get you a copy of that code on the accessory apartment law, okay? You're welcome. Anyone else want to address this? You're not allowed to address it.
And I was going to say, there's too many tall people in this world. For those of us who are the normal size, it's just a problem.
We allow everyone.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tom Abenanti. I live on Bear Ridge Road in the unincorporated area. I just have a few thoughts. As you know, I've been in government for quite some time. I was a town board member, assembly member, and county legislator, so I've seen a lot of legislation. And when I look at the legislation, I try to judge it maybe from 3 different points of view. What goal are you trying to accomplish? Is it a good goal? Secondly, how much does it intrude on the lives of the people in your community? And lastly, does it make it less expensive or more expensive to live in the community? How does it affect affordability? So my thoughts on this are, let me try looking at it this way. Let's take a typical little 4-bedroom house in the unincorporated area, which I think is common, maybe 1.5 baths, 4 small bedrooms, and you have a whole bunch of them lined up next to each other. So the first one has typical traditional family. Husband, wife, 4 kids. How does that impact the community? We all know how that impacts the community, right? They use a lot of the services. There's lots of cars in the driveway. You know, the kids have their friends over. But that is a typical traditional family, as some people would define it. Now let's take next door. You've got Mrs. Murphy. Her husband dies. Kids have left. She's trying to stay in town. So she's at the community center. And she meets Mrs. Rossi, Mrs. Muller, and Mrs. Cohen. All of them in a similar situation. One's husband just went to the Veterans Hospital. Another one's, they got divorced. Another one's husband died. So the 4 of them are talking. And they say, why don't we just all move in with Mrs. Murphy? The 4 of us, senior citizens, will have a good time together, and we'll split the bills. Can't do it under this legislation. I assume your building inspector is going to knock on the door and say, ladies, sorry, you're not a typical family, whatever that is. And so Mrs. Murphy there is now trying to figure out how she's going to pay the bills. So Charlie Jones, who went to high school here, moved away for college, just got a new job. Young man, he's going to be a White Plains policeman. He's dating a lovely lady from Valhalla, another young woman who's just became a nurse. And while she's living at home in Valhalla, he wants to live close. So he goes to Mrs. Murphy. Can't live there. He's going to be paying rent. He's going to be a boarder. So he can't live there. Now what about the next house? So Bob lives there. He's got a young kid in the high school. His wife dies. Now he's really stressed. And his friend Charlie, his roommate from college, calls him and says, I just got divorced. I'm really upset. Let's have over dinner. He says, why don't you come move in with me with your son? So now there's 2 men, 2 young men, 2 boys want to live together. Can they do that under this legislation? Doesn't look like they can. But let me give you a thought. If they were married, they could. If those 2 men were married and they had 2 kids, they could live there. I would suggest that you take a serious look at this legislation. I'm not sure what the goal is here. It's not clear from the legislation. And the level of intrusion in the lives of the people who live in our community is very, very serious. And it hinders rather than fosters affordability. Those are my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
As with most legislation, a lot of these things are brought to the town through complaints, and we act on those complaints. We love to hear from people and telling us what their thoughts are, because that's how we create these laws. That's how maybe we adjust them, and that's what we're going to do moving forward.
Mr. Abenante, I just suggest read the law again, because a few of the examples you gave actually would be allowed. I don't want to get into a back and forth, but I'm just encouraging you to read it one more time about a functional equivalent of a traditional family and a lot of the bullet points there under, which don't involve marriage. Like I said, I don't want to engage in a back and forth. I hear you, but I suggest you just read through it again, because you provided examples that would actually still have been allowed.
I respectfully disagree.
No, I understand.
Let me just say, having written and read legislation for, I guess, better part of 37 years, maybe 40 years, because I was counsel to the Assembly. I was also counsel to the Housing Authority. I was prosecuting attorney, and I've practiced law for 50 years. I don't see how any of those are permissible on the face of this.
Okay.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to speak on this legislation. I don't want to repeat how eloquently was spoken about this and the prior assemblyman as well, but I do have grave concerns about.
What's your name? I'm sorry.
Joanne Sold. I do have grave concerns about this legislation and its lack of clarity, in particular in definitions, and also its impact on our communities. I can envision having kids who have graduated college, have jobs, but don't want to come back home and live in my basement, and would much rather, with their friends, find something together that they can afford to come back to our communities. I don't see this as really allowing that. And I know all of us feel the same way. We want our kids to have the same opportunities we did, to come and live in a community where it provides the level of lifestyle, quality of life, quality of people that we have had. We want that for our kids. And I'm gravely concerned that this would be one of the exclusions under this law. I'm also worried about our seniors who want to age in place, and they want to stay at home, and they want to stay in their communities. And I know you spoke about the accessory apartments. I wasn't sure if you were talking about the accessory dwelling units, the ADUs, because I see that as something very different than the opportunity to help offset your costs within your home by taking in somebody who either you know well or has been recommended to you, so that you as a senior can continue to live in the community that you've brought up your family and want to continue to do so. I know it was already pointed out about the Westchester Planning Department letter, but I'm really concerned about how strongly they reiterated the concerns that have previously been spoken about. I think that we open ourselves up to potential litigation because of the lack of clarity and the concerns about discrimination. And I think we all appreciate and understand we don't need any more litigation and legal fees that the community needs to bear. Times are difficult for all of us, and I think we have to be as careful and as mindful as we can as we proceed to make legislation, to make sure it's clear, to make sure that the unintended consequences don't outweigh what we're trying to address. And I would appreciate if you really take a much closer look at what you have proposed, and as has been suggested, look at regulations. Look at regulating something before you prohibit something. If regulations don't work, then you move from there. So I hope you'll take a closer look at the legislation and come up with a solution that supports your goals but doesn't hurt the people that are in our community and want to return to it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak on this topic?
Mr. Supervisor, at this time, I would like to make a motion to table Resolution 397-25 for further board discussion.
Motion by Danielle to table this resolution,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is a public hearing, and I'll ask our town clerk to read that notice.
Notice of public hearing by the Town Board of the Town of Mount Pleasant to consider a proposed local law amending Town Code Chapter A224, amending building, planning, and zoning fees. Please take notice that a public hearing will be held before the Town Board of the Town of Mount Pleasant, Town Hall, 1 Town Hall Plaza, Valhalla, New York, on the 28th day of October 2025 at 7 o'clock p.m. for the purpose of considering a proposed local law amending Town Code Chapter A224 fees, updating the building, planning, and zoning fees. Please take further notice. A copy of the proposed local law is available for review in the town clerk's office. Please take further notice that at the public hearing, Upon said proposed local law, an opportunity to be heard in regards thereto will then and there be given to those favoring passage of such proposed amendment and also those opposed thereto.
Thank you. We approved the original fee schedule a month ago, maybe? This is an adjustment to a couple of numbers. There's no major changes, but like Emily stated, this is all available if you want to review it. Does anybody wish to speak on the building fees is welcome to do so. I know it's a boring topic, but being no speakers, I'll entertain a motion to close this public hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Tom,
Second?
second by Mark, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Approving the, do we have to have a separate? Why don't we, let's see it. So 4/15/25?
Yeah. I agree.
All right, so we'll go with 4/15/25, resolution to approve the adjustments on the building zoning fees.
So, it says, be approved and resolved that this resolution shall be effective immediately. I move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to the supervisor report. First item is a purchase order. Catalyst is a vendor for property tax information. It's a requirement to update the files. There's a cost, 1 hour at $250 per hour. Total cost they expect is $1,250 to update the file for the PAS system. PAS? So resolution 39925 will approve that purchase order.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second?
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization for homeowner located at 621 Chappaqua Road. The request is to be removed from the county sawmill sewer district. They met all the requirements for being removed, so this will approve our end of it, and it will be, the letter will be sent requesting the county to remove them from the sewer district.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second?
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization for the town supervisor to sign an updated final version for the intermunicipal agreement for EV charging stations between the county of Westchester and the town of Mount Pleasant. The town board authorized this agreement at the August 12th meeting by resolution 30125. The county sent this updated version to correct some language and to include an annual compliance certification. So this will approve the updated version of the IMA.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Excuse me. Next item is, as you may or may not know, Jim Timmings, our assessor, has retired last month. We wish Jim the best in his retirement. And we've had the pleasure of interviewing a number of people for the position, and we finally came down to an appointment of Jennifer Munn to the title of Assessor, effective October 29th, 25. I'm looking forward to having her in the Assessor's Department. So Resolution 40225 will approve her appointment starting October 29th.
I'll move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
And I'll second. Thank you.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I have the receiver of taxes report. Let's see if we have any latest interest. Well, I think we did it last week, last meeting.
We did.
Okay. At this time, move on to business from the floor. Anybody wish to address the board is welcome to do so at this time. Being no speakers, I think we'll move on to Emily and our town clerk's report.
Thank you and good evening, everyone. Town Clerk's Report, Town Board Meeting, October 28th, 2025. Continued public hearing to consider amending the zoning code definitions under Town Code Section 218-3, enacting 218-20.7, prohibiting rumors or borders in the town. Public hearing for the Second Amendment on building, planning, and zoning fees, Town Code Chapter A 224. Received and filed a new address for 77 Eton Road. Received and filed the adopted 2026 budgets for the Thornwood and Valhalla Fire Districts. Received and filed one notice of claim from James H. Keating. And received and filed 76 residential small claims and 11 commercial cases.
Item 4 will be referred to our town attorney. Moving on to council reports. Councilman Saliano.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My reports from the Comptroller's Office, the Comptroller's memo. The following claims are submitted for town board approval. GF prepaid expenses, $22,827. Receiver of taxes, $991.52. From the category of town clerk, $611.70. From attorney, $6,889.46. From off-street parking, $7,609. From the category public safety, $795. From the categories program for senior citizens, $2,129.36. From recreation administration, $3,320. From parks, $1,663. Adult programs, $1,730. Pool, $1,940. Youth programs, $6,230.02. From the category of capital building improvement, $459,369.65. This is for AquaWorks Incorporated, Phase 3 replacement of water mains in an old farm water district. This is a bond that was allocated for that project. Highway General Capital Project, $7,235. Capital Old Farm Hill Water, $0. Kensical Capital Projects, $13,209.83. Mount Pleasant Consolidated Sewer District, $19,552.44. Joint Water District Fund, $9,917.66. Mechanical Water District Number 1, $11,903. Trust and Agency, escrow. These are from Cleary Consulting, $4,725. Gifts and donation youth, $897.86. The grand total, ladies and gentlemen, is $604,723.44. I move for approval, please.
Motion by Tom,
Second.
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The second item, Mr. Supervisor, is authorization for budgetary transfers, authorization for various department budget transfers. I'm not going to read them all. This is pretty much standard accounting procedure for budget transfers. This information is available in the Controller's Office for your review, if you'd like to review it. But I move for approval for these transfers, please.
Motion by Tom,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And then the last item, Mr. Supervisor, is authorization for final lump sum payment to assessor department employee. As the supervisor mentioned previously, James Timmings is retiring. He was our assessor for many years, did an outstanding job, and he's entitled to a final lump sum payment. It's based on his sick time and unused sick leave and other various. Total is $17,393.72. I move for approval, please.
Motion by Tom,
Second.
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And we'd like to wish him well. He's a great guy, did a great job, and success in your retirement, and job well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Zano.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, fellow board members, residents of Mount Pleasant. My report comes to you tonight from the Parks and Recreation Department. My first item is purchase order 70-25-53. The vendor is BSN Sports. This purchase order is for two 21-foot aluminum player benches with shelves. The total cost is $3,460. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
I'll second it.
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Purchase order 70-25-54 from Recreation. The vendor is Sullivan Data Management, DBA Logically. This is for a printer and monitor for the rec department downstairs. Total cost is $1,914.49. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Lori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
My next purchase order is 70-25-55. The vendor is Peter J. Landy Incorporated. This is for some concrete repairs that needs to be done at the community center and pool campus. There's going to be some removal of various concrete flags by the pool deck and in sidewalk due to heavy cracking, and will be replaced in kind. Total cost is $14,850, and this and my previous purchase orders have all been budgeted for this year. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
Give it to Tom.
Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
My last item is Resolution 409-25. This comes from Doug Scott, Superintendent of Rec. This is authorization to accept the proposal from CC Vending and enter into a contract for the operation of vending machines at Town Hall, Mount Pleasant facilities. There will be vending machines placed here at Town Hall and up at the community center. They are requesting authorization to accept the proposal from CC Vending. Let me see. They were the lowest bidder of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Danielle,
Second.
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Councilman Saraceno.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, residents and fellow board members and Ms. Clerk. I have one item tonight, purchase order 50-25-11. This is for the 2026 sanitation and recycling guides, 10,000 copies to be printed and mailed to our residents. A lot of residents rely on this to know, is this week cardboard or is this week cans? So these are the little flyers that come around for next year. Highway Department sent letters out, 3 requests for quotes, and we went with Tremont Offset out of Valhalla in the amount of $5,300. I move for approval.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, and just a reminder, leaf pickup season has begun, so please do your best and ask your landscapers to do their best on keeping leaves off of the roadways and on your properties, and the trucks and machines will be around to pick them up, but we try to keep the roadways as clear as we can. Other than that, thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good reminder. Councilwoman Smalley.
Good evening. My report is from the police department. Is this working, Lenny? Yes? Okay, thank you. It's from the police department and traffic and safety. The first item is purchase order 30-25-26. Display sales is the vendor. It's for 75 nylon American flags with header and grommets. The total cost is $2,106. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Are they American-made flags? Do we know?
I believe they are. Yes, I believe they are. The second item is purchase order 30-25-27. The vendor is East Coast Emergency Lighting, LLC. These are for Tracer Taco light bars. As per Rockland County contract, this is 41.8% off of the list price. That's what happens when we use shared services with another municipality. The total cost is $1,836.80. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item, purchase order 30-25-28. This is for Lawman Supply Company. The description are training rifle bolts and ammunition, 3 sim bolts, 6 sim magazines, and 1 sim 5.56 box of ammo, necessary for our police force. The total cost is $1,955.76. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And the last item this evening is purchase order 30-25-29. The vendor is Atlantic Tactical. These are less lethal 40-millimeter launcher and impact rounds, 25 Defense Technology crushable foam impact rounds, 2 single tactical launchers, 1 trainee kit, and 25 Defense Technology impact sponge rounds. The total cost is $4,477.77. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Lori,
Second.
second by Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And just 2 brief announcements. As we all know, Friday evening is Halloween. The police department appreciates if you walk with your children, well-lighted clothing, and use flashlights, please. And the other is another reminder about young people on scooters. In the evening especially, please ask them to have reflective guards on the back of their scooters, wear reflective clothing, and certainly have helmets. Wear your helmets at all time, young people. Thank you.
Thank you. Our schedule of meetings, our work session will be Wednesday, November 5th, due to Election Day on the 4th at 7 p.m. And our business session will be Wednesday, November 12th, due to Veterans Day at 7 p.m. If there be no further business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Tom,
Second.
second by Mark. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks for coming out.